like Rob in this matchup at all.
He said he doesn't feel confident in the matchup, which is why he doesn't want to do it.
There's only one way to do that, though.
Yeah, trial and error is everything. Okay. I feel like what would be a huge thing for like Rob here? Because I'm guessing you played this matchup a bit. So.
Yeah, I played MBG in O1, it went terribly, but I do kind of understand what you want to do. That's kind of not get hit what you're currently getting hit by. You get anti-aided really bad in this matchup. This is how big back air forward there is. Pellets, Metal Blade. There's just so much MBG has to throw it, Rob, that just anti-airs. So you kind of need to play grounded, you need to play reserve, and that's kind of, I feel like, the playstyle John has tried to do against MBG the more he has fought him, but we're going to see how that ends up working out for him.
I feel like a big thing is when you're playing Rob and you're not allowed to approach in the air as much, it's kind of awkward. John actually trying to go for it all, trying to get that fucking side B. Ooh. Oh, and he's up. That's fun.
Not being able to approach through like kind of sucks. Like, your character is still good, but like your grounded button, like you have good grounded buttons, but you get so much off of jumping.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Oh, were you talking but you just couldn't hear?
No. The mute button was on. My bad.
Oh,
so,
okay.
It's all good. It's all good. You guys were dropping the knowledge, so you're good.
I love knowledge, and I feel like really good to catch on the off stage. But I feel like another thing is Rob's grounded game isn't as good as his air game, but it's not bad. And I feel like that gives you a little bit of leeway to try to like box with Mega Man. I feel like Mega Man is a character for most characters against him. It feels like you want to get into his zone and just start like boxing them hard as
John, that would have killed. He literally had the kill on that. That would have been so big. But yeah, like Rob grounded game is like gyro down tilt and high key. If your opponent's trying to anti your like MPG is, you start throwing out like high lasers to start make him stop jumping. And the moment you can make Mega Man or specifically MPG not want to jump at you is so good. He just has to condition it.
Yeah, you got to stop that front box area, otherwise, he carried off the stage with the gyro like you saw there on the left. But, still holding on relatively well. 141 on now. He just needs to find some way to get in close, and that's why MVG's just staying at that mid-range and popping out the pellets to wait for his moment to strike.
Down throw. Oh, no, up to. Also, does gyro just beat pellets?
I don't think so, but I don't remember.
It might not. It might, like, stall the movement forward, if anything.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't remember if pellets are strong enough just to leap gyro.
Okay. Going to last stock. It's not bad, though. John actually has the slightest lead going into this last stock.
Yeah, we're going to see how long that lasts.
Oh, wait.
Gets another chain. Looking for spike setup. Great upbeat quick snap back to the ledge. Cutting short that, was that full charge laser, I think?
Yeah, full charge laser.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Still coming out.
I feel from gyro, too.
I feel like what would be interesting that John actually wants to apply against other players is stop going, to go for the downer less and go for a more ledge trapping, I guess, situations instead of going for, trying to spike them with dare, 2-frame. Instead of going for, and go for, more, ledge trapping, focusing on the options that they want to use. But I think it's huge because I think a lot of people mentioned that MBG is very aggressive off the ledge. And I feel like if you're able to, actually, play against that or, be able to adapt to it, you can actually get really huge punishes off it. Don't jump.
Oh, that was scary just because how MBG was approaching. Now John's big lead kind of started evaporating. Now he's the one who's on the back burner. Ooh, yeah. That was a really good gyro.
On stage, you were talking about off ledge, but even on ledge, he was just about as lethal, already tacking on over 118. And even though he has a 130, no, he's in control. Joshathan gets the up air and will take that stock, or that round, rather, away from MBG, making it 1-0.
Is this best of 3 or best of 5?
Best of 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Top 4 is best of 5.
Let's go.
Yeah, John has always been the at least against MBG, of he's getting so close, and then something happens, and it just falls apart. I think literally last time we played, I think he might have gotten either reverse 3-0'd by MBG, or he just lost.
I think he got reverse 3-0'd.
Yeah, and that was at the No John play? No.
Actually, I don't
remember what event it was. It was the big one at the local host venue.
I know John would really like to get this win on MPG.
Yeah, he has been trying so hard to finally get that win, and tonight might be the night, but MPG is considered one of the best Mega Mans right now for a reason. His adaptation goes kind of crazy, and this is a matchup, he has played a good amount.
Ooh, so. He's schmoving on him.
Yep.
And again, get those air drops, commanding 50, now 63% lead. Barely a scratch on himself right now, commanding this left side of the stage.
Dead.
Gets the spike, 0 to death.
Yeah, that was just very good from MBG, the recognition. And now he has a pretty good lead going into this game, too.
Wait, is it John's turn? Is it John's turn to get funny damage?
He's a little bit too early on those downers, I've noticed, which is kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of people are always a little bit too late. But no, John's too early.
Nearly
that not hit?
Yeah, that was insane dodge away from that laser, and the leaf shield to cover his entry back on stage 2, but can't escape the grab setup that we saw take that first round, and chasing in the skies no less to try to come out with a second up air, and MPG's now on top of him after the whiff of the double attempt of the up airs.
Going towards the sky.
He jumped.
No.
Did he jump or did he? I thought he just died.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
so.
I don't think that ever kills you if you don't jump or like your dodge.
I see. I thought it did, but I'll be honest, I don't really know. I don't know enough about this character.
You know, you ever think about how similar these characters are? Two robots with a funny grabbable item that can lead to 0 to death, so like 0. That's great.
I'm glad Mega Man can't get true 0 to deaths. He just hits me with He just hits me with more brilliant stuff in general than Rob does. That is not a 0 to death.
Yeah, but he hits your shield hard.
Yeah, he's
He's the pressure guy.
Yeah.
His pressure's insane.
He deflates your ego with the 0 to 60, but then he can't kill you off the top of that. But still, Gyro able to snipe the Mega Man off that right side and make it 2-1 for MPG. Like you said, bouncing back, adapting very, very well. But again, Joshathan has a more aggressive combo off the side and can claim stocks a lot quicker than Mega Man, as you said before. So let's see if he can even things up here.
Yeah,
I feel like
you go.
a huge thing I'm noticing for both of them is that like once they get in, they get so much off of it.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like John is kind of like on the back foot of that right now. And I feel like he needs to prioritize instead of fighting out, trying to like reset. Because I feel like those resets to neutral are going to be huge for him now.
I also feel like when John isn't winning, like getting his advantage, at least this game, he just kind of has been dropping it. Like he dropped his down tilt chain, then he went for an untrue down smash. Or I believe that was untrue. He literally got a nair and then missed and put it up B. Like he's kind of just not getting what he needs to right now, and I feel like it's kind of costing him.
Yeah, I think those resets would definitely parry up well to get those the grabs that Rob's looking for, the down tilt confirms that Rob's looking for to get those KOs that he so desperately needs right now. But if Mega Man's going to jump right into his area of danger, Joshathan will certainly capitalize on that. But MPG now playing that mid to far game with that metal blade. Oh my god, Gyro up to the skies, nearly clipping out Mega Man yet again. But MPG is skirting death once again.
Yeah, I feel like with those resets as well, like resetting to center, I feel like it's just good to have against a character like Mega Man. Up throw kills. He's platform in max rage. Just resetting to like neutral a lot. I feel like now like that John's been doing that. He's been playing a lot slower. He's been not overextending. I feel like that's actually been working very well for him. And he has one stock to see how this goes. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, barely.
Yeah, back air Mega Man's one of his more most often utilized toolkits to get the stock claim. Will even things up here against the robot head-to-head. So now, what do you think in terms of the round 3 bounce back? Do you think stage is going to be all too important, or do they find the same amount of things on the same stages here?
I think stage is important, but I feel like here's how I'm saying how it's going. John needs to learn to make MPG go at his pace and stop his pace.
Okay.
Because I feel like what I'm noticing is that John's trying to keep up with MPG instead of trying to like force him to slow down. And when you're trying to play to MPG's pace, you're kind of gonna get rolled over for it.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of what the Riften John made end of game 2, where you kind of realize it's fine if I'm not getting my advantage state stuff. If I can just kind of repeatedly win neutral, kind of play the way I want to play, like it'll start working. And I feel like that's why he started making that comeback. So he kind of needs to go back to that style. I honestly don't know how much stage matters. I guess you probably don't want to give MPG space, but also kind of having space to run from Mega Man, I also feel like it's kind of fine.
Okay, so it sort of cancels out, and it's just more of a playstyle adaptation?
It's a playstyle, but like the small stage can help. I know John doesn't like MPG having room.
Dodging that Flame Blade, and Joshathan poised to use Rush to try to take out at least another fair and keep MPG pressured. But again, like you said, MPG is the one to reset back to that mid-far game. If Joshathan can start to do that, he might catch MPG slipping on some crucial moments, and he might take charge. But he certainly needs to great catch with that down smash, full coverage. But like you said, he needs to find some answers pretty quick because the percents show MPG's favor. And if he keeps getting pressured off this right side, the stocks will soon tell the same story.
Yeah, now John having to find a way to get back, barely making it back to stage. Gets hit by the up air, but MPG, I guess, didn't figure it would hit, so he didn't convert off it, but converting off that Metal Blade, and now being up the game 3. Looking a little dire right now for Joshathan, just because I feel like making a comeback on MPG is so hard with how he plays and how like evasive he can be, that you kind of need to find a way to get this kill, and get this kill now.
It's hard to make a comeback on someone who like controls pace really well, controls like situations. Because it's like, okay, the second you kind of like try to like break out of his pace, he usually can hard punish you for it. But,
ooh, I'm surprised that he actually got away with that.
Drop down. Well, I feel like that goes into hand what I was saying earlier, that MPG is very aggressive off the ledge. And I think right there he's going for the drop down fair. John kind of called him out on.
And MPG trying to keep Joshathan guessing with those Zero Drops, but Joshathan not having any of it, was able to press out to left side. But again, MPG resetting back to that far mid game. He is just more ready to reset the entire situation and just catch Joshathan now in the skies. Nair saving his skin there, but MPG certainly in the driver's seat of this match right now. Almost lapped in percents now, and the, again, more solidly in control, but looking for a gyro setup. Can't find the bounce towards stage, but now he's starting to utilize that single solitary driven focus pressure on MPG. Let's see if it carries through.
Careful.
Oh,
I have not seen that one from MPG yet. That coming up pretty clutch too. Now you have the percent lead, and with how Joshathan's been playing, honestly, you might just lose the stock right here, right now.
Ooh, wait.
DI out of that up air connection too. Just Joshathan looking for any kind of answer, and MPG's just free to avoid that down air because he knows that Robs are going to set up for it.
So right now, you can't really try to force anything because you're going to be taking so much damage just running into MPG.
Yeah.
So right now, he's kind of like trying to play the patient game, trying to make sure you can get his opening when it's there, but not trying to force anything too hard. Because again, you try to force something, you take so much damage for it.
Yeah, and Joshathan just being a little too aggressive there, and even the pellets was enough to stifle probably another fair attempt from Joshathan, and just completely shift the tables on the edge guard situation. Able to snake back, but the up airs again just preventing Joshathan from any main stage control, having no control at all as he is sent plummeting down the loser, shaking his head again. MPG just controlled the flow of the gameplay there, didn't give Joshathan enough of a chance to reset off of his aggressive mentality, and again, MPG was just, just in the driver's seat, poised to take it the entire time.
Yeah, I feel like once MPG, I felt like at that part of the game, he got settled into, like his tech skill was just kind of all there, and he just kind of didn't let Joshathan breathe, and just kind of stopped getting hit. Like, MPG, sometimes actually just being God, and it just kind of happened.
He was so close, man.
Yeah.
He was so